Group 7.
I have a question for you all. How many of you know how to read and write? That's a pretty simple question. Now raise your hand if you know 28% of the population in Dallas is illiterate. That's a pretty startling number. There's nearly 500,000 people out of 1.2 million in Dallas that don't have the ability to read and write. And believe it or not, I actually experienced an event where I was coming from a foreign country here in the plane, and next to me was sitting an illiterate man. And if you're wondering how I know that, is because it was his first time coming in America and he needed help filling out his visa forms. And after some communication with like hands gestures or whatnot, I found out that he needed my help to fill out his passport information on that form, and I had to help him with that. And it's pretty difficult if you don't know how to read and write and you're coming to America and you're going to try to adapt into the system up here. It is pretty tough. So we, as president of Barnes & Noble, we are partnering with Lyft to educate adults in the Dallas County area. And I'll pass it over to Ahmed, our CFO with Barnes & Noble.
Thank you, President. So for those of you all who are unfamiliar with the Dallas area, we are actually known as the cultural melting pot. And I know that sounds perfect to most of us, but unfortunately this cultural diversity leads to lower English literacy rates. So with the lack of literacy skills, so without basic literacy skills, obtaining and holding a well-paying job can virtually be attainable. Now, if you can't obtain a steady job, then you're not going to be able to provide for your family, and it'll hinder you quite a bit. Now, that will lead to dependence on social welfare, such as unemployment and SNAP, and when that happens, then your family can go into quite a bit of issues. Not only that, when someone is illiterate, they're at a severe competitive disadvantage. So the Harvard Family Research Project. Adults who are illiterate are able to help their children's schoolwork. Now, with this research that Harvard did, they saw that the lack of parental involvement promotes dropout rates. With the higher dropout rates, this perpetually goes ahead and causes poverty to run throughout the lineage and continues out throughout the family and just increases as time progresses. At this point, I'll go ahead and pass it out to Juliet, who is the head of our public relations department.
So we at Barnes & Noble are partnering with Lyft, which stands for Literacy Instruction for Texas. Lyft was established in 1961 to teach and educate adults. Throughout since its establishment in 1961, Lyft has enhanced the lives of many adults. It opened with 250 volunteers. Throughout its existence, it's won a couple of awards, such as Club of the Year. It's received grants also from organizations such as the Barbara Bush Family Literacy Foundation. Lyft now serves 25,000 low literate adults annually. We partner with a couple of organizations such as Texas Health Resources, which is a nonprofit organization that networks hospitals, and also universities such as Southern Methodist University, TCU in Fort Worth, UNT, and other organizations such as North Dallas Shared Ministries, which whose mission is to enhance the life of low-income community in Dallas. And I will now pass on to Jessica, our Chief Operating Officer.
All right, so like she mentioned, we will partner with Lyft to assist the Dallas community with adults with illiteracy. So what we will be doing, we will have a bookmobile that will go around the Dallas community, and we will be educating adults, which would include basic phonics, grammar skills, writing skills, and business writing. So this is a map right here that shows the routes that we will take in the Dallas area, and this is including churches and schools. So the way that we will spread our awareness to let the community know what we're doing, we will go to the Dallas Morning News, WFAA Channel 8, TV commercials, flyers. We will pass out flyers at our events like at churches and schools to let the community, let their family members know as well. On the back of our Barnes & Noble receipts, we will have the information about our events. We will also have banners and posters at our stores promoting the event, and bookmarks. So whenever you buy a book at Barnes & Nobles or books, we will provide a free bookmark for you with the information of the event. Additionally, our partner churches will also discuss the initiative and during each of their events. And now staffing. So we will have our employees volunteering. We will also partner with DCCD to pretty much have like an internship or accredited classes for future teachers or educators. So we will give credits for them. We will also partner with Imprima Staffing Agency to give temp jobs for people looking for a temporary job. We will also, our partner employees can also volunteer, and we will provide free lunches for them. Also, we have a corporate perks program, which our partners and our employees will benefit from. And what that will provide would be like points that they can spend like at our corporate store. Products are also available for redemption using those points at our online mall, and it's kind of similar to like cash or credit card points. And now I'll pass it over again to Annette for our budget.
So initially, we will have to engage in a capital expenditure of $129,800. Most of that, as you can see, goes to the truck, which is what we're going to be using as our bookmobile and will be our main asset in this program. Now, with that, it will be depreciated over time. So that 129 will be expensive at the very beginning, but it will still be held within our industry. On a monthly basis, our ongoing budget will be about $6,000, and our entire budget will be funded by our partners as well as Lyft and Barnes & Noble. And what that consists of is $36,000 in our marketing, which includes advertising, promotional materials, as well as flyers and handouts. $500 of that will be fuel for driving around the city every week on our route. And the remaining will be mostly administrative expenses that we will incur. And to wrap it all up, I'll go ahead and back to our president.
As you can tell, Dallas is a growing city now. We have companies moving down to Dallas, opening offices around here, and it opens up an opportunity for all the Dallas residents. And Dallas really needs to educate the illiterate in Dallas so they have a better opportunity at having a better life. And together with Barnes & Noble and Lyft, we're taking an action to make Dallas a better place, have more educated people. It gives the children a better chance in the future. And as Kofi Annan said, literacy is a bridge from misery to hope. And are there any questions? Yes.
You gonna decorate the bookmobile?
So he asked if we were going to decorate the bookmobile, and yes, we actually have a wrap. I think it was around $2,000.
It was about $2,500 for decals and to have it customized to promote our program as it drives around the city.
Yeah, and it'll carry all the supplies in it, including books, every material that will be needed for teaching, for our volunteers that will try to assist.
Thank you, Group 7.